Hmm. Hmm. Well, nothing suspicious happening over here. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Stillcraft. I'm starting outside of my base in front of a definitely not suspicious statue. Uh, uh, I don't know. There's been shenanigans. There's been strange things happening around here. Uh, oh, wild chicken. We'll count that as another strange thing as well. There you go, chicken. You can have your egg back. So, I've got plenty of things planned for this episode. So, you better get strapped in, get yourself a drink, get yourself some popcorn, get yourself some whatever snacks you want, and we're gonna kick things off. First of all, I'm also gonna let everyone know that I properly moved into my new base. I got rid of my old shack and started sorting up all of my stuff over here. Started a proper farm. I found some pumpkins, so we can now make ourselves some pumpkin pie. I also went to the nether, just for a quick second, so that I could get a nice door set up with some daylight sensors. So whenever it gets nighttime, these doors will close. So no mobs can get in and annoy me while I'm inside my base. The only unfortunate part is that if it's nighttime and I'm outside my base, I have no way to get back inside my base. So that's something I need to think of fixing. But that'll have to be for another episode. In this episode, I'm planning on making a mob farm. Because, I don't know if anyone remembers, but in the previous episode, we were attacked by an insanely large horde of monsters. So I'm planning on cashing in on that by making a mob farm. Not a big one, just a small one. And definitely not an AFK one either. Well, it's sort of AFK, but it's kind of like an XP farm as well. So, yeah, that helps. So, just as long as we're around it, it'll continuously spawn more mobs, and we could just come around and kill them off. So, we're going to be doing that in today's episode, but firstly, there is just one small thing that needs to be done before anything else gets done. With with that out of the way, I'd say we can get into... I don't know what we should do first, because I've got more than one thing planned for this episode, and one of which should now be... And the thing that I'm going to add to that list of things is to properly light up my base. Because I have to deal with things like this. Right, there are multiple things that I want to do in this episode, and the important one is the mob farm, which shouldn't be very difficult to do. And the second one is to properly get myself geared up with diamond tools and armor, because as you can see, I've lost my pickaxe because it's run out of durability, so I can't exactly use it anymore. And I don't have any more diamonds because I spent all of it on a chest plate, which is, yeah, not the bestest idea I've had in the world. So I think the first order of business for today's episode is to properly set up a mine that I made in the very first episode. I mean, it's been looking kind of dull. It's been looking really dull. So I think it's time that I properly fix this up and make it usable. And I say that as it's getting dark. Right, so what are we going to make our staircase out of? I vote for granite. Let's make it polished granite. Because why not? Let's make this a bit wider. Oh, and there goes my pickaxe. And I wasn't the smart person who decided to bring more pickaxes with me. Right, so I don't exactly know how I'm going to design this part. I was kind of trying to wing it here. So I'm thinking of something along... Let's see, what can I come up with? Let's see. So something like this, perhaps? And then we can kind of repeat that pattern as we go along. Yeah, I think this looks really good. All we need to do now is add some lighting to it, and it will look even better. perfect. Although the one problem is, I don't exactly have a lot of polished granite for this. So I'm probably going to have to go out granite searching to complete the rest of this, this staircase. Okay, so it's been a bit of a while. I've taken a day. I've just logged back. Bleh, bleh. I've just logged. Why is that so hard to say? I just logged back into the server, only to be met by something very interesting outside my base. I'm gonna sleep first before I go have a look at it. So, what is this? What? More. Okay, so whoever put this here is pointing in that direction, that one, and looks like there's a trail going that way, and that direction. More what? So left behind some carpets. And quite frankly honest, I don't know what on earth is going on over here. I'm gonna follow the trail and see where this goes. The arrow is also pointing this way. We found a little another carpet as well. We found someone. Hello? Anybody home? No? Well, if it really was this person, it would be only kind of me to return the carpets, and I shall place them right here. There you go. Oh, this is actually the perfect time to tell everyone that while I was building up the mine shaft, someone popped by and and gave me an incredible gift. They gave me a pair of elytra and about half a stack of rockets, which was incredibly kind of them, and I didn't even have to pay them for any of this. So now we have free reign to fly around the server. Boy, this is still terrifying to me. Alright, and there we go. Take this off before I kill myself. Here we go. Here is our official staircase down to our mine. I did the effort and went all out. This goes all the way to y equals 11, I believe. I think I calculated correctly. Yes, I did. And this is where we're going to be doing all of our fantastic and incredible mining. It's all down here. And so, I think that that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to stop until I have enough diamonds to complete my diamond armor set alongside an enchanting table, so that we can actually get this stuff enchanted. So, I am going to start mining, and then I'll see everyone after. Sometime later, and almost a stack iron later, we managed to get ourselves a full set of diamond armor plus 2 extra diamonds for our enchanting table. So, I think that's way more than enough mining for a single day. So let's get back up to the surface and start planning our mob farm. Okay, so I've done a little bit of thinking, and I've come up with a design that I think is going to be very interesting to me and to everyone, and is also going to be a very, very difficult thing for me to do and pull off. Basically, what I was thinking is I'm going to combine the mob farm into my base. So it's basically going to be my base, the mob farm. But the way I'm going to do it is through one gigantic tower. Now, it ain't going to be a square tower. It's going to be a circular tower, which I'm going to build up round about here. It's not going to be... I'm going to decide on how big it's going to be. I'm still on the fence with that one. But that's kind of the plan I want to go for, because I think it would look ultra mega. And we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to grab some dirt, and I'm going to measure it out. And see what exactly we're going to be working with. Alright, this is what I've got so far. And yes, it is quite massive, and it took me nearly half an hour to make. Not because I can't build circles, but because of all the mobs that kept spawning. But let's get a quick aerial view with our shiny pair of wings, thanks to our very special guest that dropped by. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good size circle. Now, it's not going to be the same size going all the way to the top of the tower. It's actually going to shrink in size. Ow, just face planted into a block. It's actually going to shrink towards the top, but not just going to... It's not just going to shrink. It's actually really hard to explain. Hold on, perhaps I can explain it with some blocks. So, let's say, let's go over here. Let's say this is the size of our circle right now. It's just your standard size. That's the size of our circle right now. So what I'm thinking is, as we go upwards, the circle actually gets smaller, like it shrinks to about half its size. And then it shrinks back out again, back to its original size. Something like that, right? Like, not all the way fully gone back to its original size, like maybe almost as big as the base is. So something like that. So it's gonna start like this massive circle behind me, and then it's gonna shrink inwards slightly. Well, it's gonna shrink inwards to about half its size, and then it's gonna slowly shrink back out again. But it's gonna have, in the middle, it's gonna have a bit where it's the same size for a little while, and then it's gonna shrink slightly outward again. I hope that makes sense. If not, I will try my best to illustrate it with some, you know what? I'll illustrate it with a picture. Right now, on screen. I don't know if I've put it on screen, but I hope it's that. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going for here. And then within that tower is going to be our mob farm. Probably at the very top, for the best spawn rates. And then we can fill the rest of the base up with other farms of choice. And of course our storage system. That's a very important thing to build. So I'm pretty sure the storage system will go at the very bottom. Or we can have like some form of... I don't know. We can do so many things with this tower. I don't even know what to do in the tower. That's kind of the plan. So, I don't know what to do now, actually. The plan was to build the mob farm, but I'm going to have to plan exactly where the mob farm's going to go, or we're going to have to build up the base before we get to build the mob farm. I don't know. I don't know which one to do first. I truly don't. I would say what I do want, since I have a villager that I named Fred. I need to find a brewing stand, or go to the nether and find the nether fortress, so that we can get a brewing stand going, and so that we can cure this zombie villager. Because right now, my tools are worse for wear, and the only pickaxe I have left, that is diamond, is basically done. So, I think I'm going to go through to the nether and find the nether fort. Now, this is going to be extremely dangerous and extremely stupid, but I'm going to try flying in the nether. It's probably going to get me killed, but... Okay, our Elytra's durability is still good. But we have to find a nether fort. Oh. Oh. This was easy. I literally just flew down straight and I immediately found it. Alright. Let's find some blaze. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of... Alright, there's some funny business going on here. I just got 2 wither skeleton skulls. What? What? And this is an unenchanted diamond sword. What? What? Luckiest I've ever been. I'm not even here to find wither skeleton skulls. I swear, if you drop with a skeleton skull. Okay, he didn't. For a moment, I was extremely worried. I was like, no, I don't want another skeleton skull. Hello, Blazers. You're not gonna spawn any Blazers? Hello? Ah, there we go. Oh, no. Ow. 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 No, come back. Ugh. Oh, more wither skeletons. What? I just got a 3rd wither skeleton skull. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you absolutely kidding me? No way. No way I got that lucky. There we go. We only need... Oh, we need another one. Go! Alright, that's it. We can go now. We can go, we can leave. Righty, we got our brewing stand. Let's craft ourselves up some bottles. Let's go fill these bottles up. Got our potion of weakness. We've got everything we need to cure this guy up. We just need to get him cornered in... Oh, actually, we can just do this. Simple. Now we just wait for him to cure up. And I'm not going to be turning him into a librarian just yet, because we don't have any emeralds. We are fresh out of emeralds. So I'm going to turn him into a farmer to trade with him for the emeralds first, because you can't exactly get anything without emeralds. Now we can make our enchanting table. Now that we have our enchanting table, we can put that away, because we can't use it yet. And I'm going to make some iron doors, because I'm going to want to go in and out my own house, because there's a villager going to be in there. And he's cured into a villager. Are you kidding me? Please don't tell me he cured into a nitwit. Please don't tell me that's the case here. Oh well, we'll just have to wait for the next villager to come around. And see if we can cure him up, and hopefully he's not a useless villager that can't have professions. Now, as for the circle, or our tower, I'm gonna have to do some extra planning on it before I can do anything. So, I'm gonna go plan out a couple of things, and then I'll get back to everyone. These are the kind of things that I have to deal with when it gets dark. Seriously, I've made an unintentional mob farm. And these doors are going to open any second now. The zombie spawns are... The mob spawns are just insane. I mean, they're just incredibly insane. And just the last few blocks have to go in. There we go. And our tower's frame is complete. Sort of. Well, I'm up here without Elytra, so forgive me for being a little bit nervous. I should probably put this on, just in case I do fall off. Well, the height of the tower is pretty much done. Well, this is how high it's going to go in any case. It's pretty high. I can see practically everything from up here. But I know where the mob farm's going to go at least. So this middle section, or this section over there, that's going to be where the mob farm is going to go. So the mob farm's going to start somewhere around there, here, and then go up to the entire roof. Now, I'm not going to have it that the mob farm is always turned on. I'm going to have a switch for it, so I can turn it on and off whenever I want to, because I don't want to cause too much lag, because that would be terrible. So that top section is going to have an on and off switch. It will only run when I want it to. But now that this framework's out of the way, I think we can start construction of our mob farm. And if the previous clip was an indication to how well the mob farm's going to work, yeah, we're going to be getting a ton of XP and a ton of stuff just from being around my base and having the farm turned on. So yeah, let's jump into a third-person time-lapse this time of me building up a mob farm. So there's multiple things that I need to tell you. One, your clock isn't the right way around. There we go.
What? That's not my clock.
Well, it's the right way around now. So I'm sure you've seen something on the horizon.
Yeah? Which one?
Well, just that big circle. Don't worry about this wandering trader. He's useless.
Yeah, I see the, I assume that's a mob farm. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, the top of it's gonna be a mob farm. But more or less for XP, so if you ever need XP, or just general mob stuff, like gunpowder or something, you can feel free to come over and use the mob farm.
Alright.
Along with my... Oh dear... Ah!
Oh god. We both fell in here.
So somebody dug a tunnel from the stronghold to here, for some reason.
How many... Huh.
And it's not...
How do they find the stronghold this early?
I don't know, but... The interesting thing is, someone came along and gave me a pair of these.
What? So someone's just been sweating this server, I see. For free?
Yeah, he just dumped it on me and dumped a bunch of rockets on me and then left.
Wow.
But,
So, I've been wondering, what's with the magenta carpet?
I also noticed it. It was in front of my base saying more, and then it led a trail back to you.
Yeah, there were like arrows. There was an arrow over here that was like pointing that way, and then there's an arrow at my base pointing also like westish.
I have no idea. I don't know who's close by.
I followed it and found nothing for like a little bit. So I honestly thought this was you. Did you put the I also assumed that you put the clock in the axe and the chest, right?
Maybe, but I do not own this much magenta. I mean, I have...
Yeah. I thought this was you until I saw the more thing, and I was just very confused.
Open that tools chest.
Oh my. Is there a village nearby?
No, I just found some zombie villages. They're all in here. The one guy sells mending, so if you're interested in mending, you can feel free to come by.
What? What is this?
a lot of things happened in here, especially with zombies.
Wait, he sells 2 mending?
Yeah, that's the strangest thing ever. He sells 2 mending books for different prices, which is stupid. So that's
Well, thank you very much.
so that's 2 mending books for you, because I've already lost like 4 diamond helmets.
Why?
Because I keep
Just breaking?
yeah, I just keep forgetting about them. I'm just so forgetful. You'd think something on my head would I would remember it, but I don't. Okay, now that all of that is out of the way, we have finished our massive. I don't have my wing on. We finished our mob farm, and I built it wrong initially, so the time lapse was wrong. So I broke it down, and I forgot to record this one. So yay, that was fun. I fell off of this quite a couple of times, and it's already working quite well, as you can see. Where all the mobs had spawned just by me flying over it. I do believe it's not turned on, or apparently it is turned on. Let's turn that off. Because it's not supposed to be turned on. And it's got 2 modes. It's got your AFK mode, in which case the mobs just die, and yeah, this is all the stuff I got from just working on this thing, not from actually doing anything. And then of course there's the AFK mode, which releases some water up there so the mobs don't die when they hit the floor. It just makes that they take enough damage to become a 1-hit, except for spiders, because spiders are always annoying. So that's pretty much this farm. Although it's not very effective, I did try using it for XP for a little while. It's not the most effective thing in the world. But it works. As long as you AFK around it for a while, and as long as it's daytime, and as long as there's no one else on the server, it works. But the only problem is you have to AFK like 15 blocks above this. Or if I light everything up in the area, then you could probably just AFK like a couple of blocks away from this. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But I think that is all that this episode has time for. In the next one, we are going to start building up the base of this tower all around. Probably fill up these holes as well. And then we can start building upward. And I'll make sure that I actually have the time lapse set to the right place this time, so that it won't be a problem. So, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, please leave a like. And if you have watched till this point in the video, and you enjoyed it, and I made you smile, then press that big red button that says subscribe. Please. It'll make me very happy. I'll see everyone in the next episode.